and happy Thanksgiving. I am Abby Tizon, Membership and Events Coordinator at CanCham Philippines, and I will be your host for this evening. Welcome to the Canadian Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines online celebration of Thanksgiving. This coming Monday, October 10th, is the official holiday for Thanksgiving in Canada, and we would like to wish our friends, families, colleagues, and partners in Canada some warm wishes from the Philippines. We can't wait to travel and explore, but for now, we present a non-traditional celebration featuring culture, arts, and tourism. This event is made possible by the support of our sponsors.
Gold sponsor, Sun Life of Canada Philippines. Silver sponsors, Phil Gold Processing and Refining, SPDS, Tech Rep, and the Manufacturers Life Insurance Philippines. Bronze sponsor, Sagrex Foods. Media partners, Inquirer.net and the Manila Times.
CanCham Philippines is honored to receive special messages from His Excellency Peter MacArthur, Ambassador of Canada to the Philippines, and His Excellency Rodolfo Robles, Ambassador of the Philippines to Canada. To start our program, here is a message from Mr. Julian Payne, President and CEO of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines.
Good evening. Happy Thanksgiving. Heureuse Action de Grâce. This is the second online Thanksgiving that CanCham has arranged. Difficult times have been continuing since the last one. We did not expect it to last this long. And I certainly would like to express our sympathy with those who have lost loved ones, with business firms which have failed or run into difficult financial times, and of course to all the children who have had to forego time at their schools with their friends and go through the difficult process of learning how to learn with online learning. Difficult times. But a glass half empty is a glass half full. We do have, in fact, in my belief, many things which we should be very thankful for. First of all, we should be thankful for the dedicated work, hard work, 24/7 in many cases, of our frontliners who have helped make the situation less awful than it could have been. So thank you. Let us be thankful for our dedicated frontliners. And we have to be thankful to the firms who have used their own resources to buy vaccines, not only for themselves, but to contribute to the government's inventories of vaccines. Thank you for those firms which have made that contribution to help the vaccination program cover more people. And then we have firms who have waived collections of fees such as utilities and not enforced collection. These have helped those families and those companies in difficulties. We have to be thankful for the teachers. Imagine teaching more than 40 children online and trying to understand what questions they have to have and answering their queries. We have to be thankful for the street kitchens which have sprung up all over Manila and in other parts of the Philippines, who have helped the poor without food to bear the unbearable face of starvation. We have to thank also near at home all of those members who have supported CanCham despite their own financial difficulties. And we have to be thankful for the firms which have continued to sponsor us despite financial difficulties. But above all, I think we have to be thankful that the pandemic has brought out of our communities a real concern for humanity, a generosity of spirit. So on this Canadian Thanksgiving, let us give thanks and be thankful for the good side of humanity that has been revealed, and that the pandemic itself has contributed to revealing. Thank you all for your support for CanCham, and thank you for whatever you want to be thankful for in your own way. So, in closing, happy Thanksgiving Day. Heureuse Action de Grâce. Let's get on with the show. Thank you so much.
I am happy to greet the members of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines, the Filipino-Canadian Business Associations from across Canada, the Filipino diaspora in Canada, and the Canadian community in the Philippines. One and all, a joyous and healthy Thanksgiving Day. As the entire world continues to grapple with the pandemic, let us pause for a moment to remember the many lives we have lost, some of whom were our colleagues, our friends, or even our members of our families. We have indeed come a long way since the initial COVID-19 lockdowns. Although battered, we have learned to be tough and adaptive and more resilient in enduring the disruptions to the markets and our transactions, and in confronting the challenges to our daily lives. We appreciate the world's commitment to address this pandemic health crisis globally and together. We also appreciate the gradual opportunity given to us to cautiously restart some aspects of our lives, while continuing to be mindful that we are still far from the end. We sincerely appreciate the generosity and empathy shown by many of us to those whose lives were affected more severely. Those little acts of kindness remind us of the beauty of humanity. In the midst of this pandemic, we are all in the same situation, and there is no other option but to help and encourage, to sustain and champion each other. Alone, there is very little hope. Together, we will persevere. We sincerely thank our family and friends who care for us. They make us optimistic and hopeful that we could all weather this together. They are the reason for celebrating and giving thanks on this day. Again, happy Thanksgiving Day and mabuhay!
Greetings, members of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in the Philippines and friends and supporters of the Philippines-Canada relationship across Canada and throughout the Philippines. On behalf of the Embassy of Canada here in the Philippines, I wish you a very happy Canadian Thanksgiving 2021. Je vous souhaite un très bon jour de l'Action de Grâce canadien 2021. The Canadian tradition of Thanksgiving began with Martin Frobisher, the great British explorer, up in Canada's Arctic. And a century later, the French explorer, navigator, idealist Samuel de Champlain, who I've been reading about quite a bit, established l'Ordre de Bon Temps, the Order of Good Cheer, to feast at the end of a summer harvest with indigenous peoples, who he was very much working with in Nouvelle-France at the time, today's Quebec, and indeed the same in Nova Scotia and other parts of Acadie. And, you know, the indigenous people had a lot to do. I've been reading a lot about indigenous people in Canada these days. Had a lot to do there at the core of our history and helped European settlers develop food self-sufficiency and understand how to live off the land. In the case of the Canada-Philippines relationship, we have much to be thankful for. We are blessed by a very strong relationship founded on people-to-people ties, which generates all kinds of benefits, especially in this time of pandemic, when we stand together as democracies, standing for a just society, for security, prosperity, harmony, working together to achieve much more together. And in the commercial economic sphere, there are four main areas where we have a win-win relationship. First, for example, the government of the Philippines supporting our intention to seek a negotiation of a Canada-ASEAN free trade agreement to the mutual benefit. Secondly, we have the Canadian agri-food community helping with the Philippines' food self-sufficiency through this difficult period. We are helping fill gaps in food supply in your country in this difficult time. Also, Filipino parents and their children, the students, are entrusting their futures for advancement to Canadian colleges and universities in large numbers. And of course, as another example, the Canadian mining industry is working with the Philippines mining industry in order to develop stronger corporate social responsibility in terms of the environment, labor, and ensuring that mining operations are environmentally sustainable and not damaging to the environment. These are four areas where we cooperate a great deal. And I want to point out that we are very much blessed and have much to be thankful for. And I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce and its members for continuing to sustain this robust and strong relationship between our two countries and peoples. Merci beaucoup, salamat po, and have a very happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
Aside from being an ate, Ate Chiki happens to be my financial advisor.
Kailangan ida-diversify niya yung kanyang investment, yung protection.
Wish ko talaga for everyone is to find their own Ate Chiki.
Bawal second guessing. Dapat sure na sure. Good luck sa new start!
Traditionally, we have turkey and a roast for Thanksgiving, but we know that it's not the easiest thing to find turkey in your nearby supermarket here in the Philippines. Thanks to Dusat Thani Manila and B Hotels, we present to you easy-to-follow recipes for Thanksgiving, and you may just have the ingredients in your kitchen already. Here are some Thanksgiving alternative recipes to fit the Filipino palate.
Welcome to the Dusit Kitchen. I am Wanchalapon Yongmanso, or you can call me Chef Dan. Today I am gonna show you how to make Pad Kapao Gai. So Pad Kapao Gai is mean chicken with garlic chili and basil. So for this dish, is very popular in Thailand. So if you go to Thailand, you can see the street food or every house they will cook this one. And for the ingredient of this one, we will have oil, chili. For the chili, if you don't like spicy, you just use like a cut, or you just less spicy. Only few. But for the flavor of the pad kapao, will be like a hot and spicy. And then another one, garlic, raw chicken, onion, chicken stock, egg, sugar, the finger chili, and this one, the special one. This one normally we call in Thailand bai kapao. my gapao is a hot basil. If you don't have in here, you can use like a basil or Italian basil also. And pepper, fish sauce, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, and the last one is the dark soy sauce. For the way we serve the pad gapao, we always serve with the rice and then have the fried egg on top. We were wetting the oil is a little bit behind it, and then we break the egg. When the oil hot already, so you can hear the sound like the bubble comes up. So you make like here. If you like your inside have the liquid, right? You don't need to put the oil in it. You just let it cook, and then just take it out. But for this one, I will make a little bit crispy. We call in Thailand kai down. Kai is egg down like a star. Okay. And then we take it out so you can see the crispy around the egg, and then have like a brown color. And for now, we're gonna start to make the pad gapao. For pad gapao, the first one, you put the garlic and chili. For pad gapao, you can use like another meat, like a seafood, beef, but for this one, I use the ground chicken. But normally they use also the ground pork also. And then I will add a little bit of the onion. If you like the flavor of like the crunchy of the onion, you can put after. But if you like the onion soft, so you can put down. And then I will add a little bit of the hot basil for flavor. And then I'm gonna start to seasoning with the soy sauce, oyster sauce, and dark soy sauce. And the trick of the my pad gapao, when I add the fish sauce, I don't need just the flavor of the salty, right? I need the smell of the fish sauce. So I will put the fish sauce around the board. So this will be the fish sauce have a bit of the burn of the smell of the bird. So this will make your pad gapao more rich. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of the sugar. And then pepper. Then a little bit of the chicken stock, or not too dry. And then I will add the hot basil. This one, so nice. This one I get from the Our Garden. This one is make the flavor very hot. And then the finger chili, or so it's easy, right? So you can put in the mouth. Okay, this one is done. It's done. I will show you how to plate in together with the rice. We always serve like this, and then on top with the fried basil, end up with the egg.
a mosaic of many cultures, has a colorful and diverse array of artistic expression from different heritage around the world. We are happy to have the participation of Bad to the Bone Youth Fiddle Group from Sunshine Coast, British Columbia, and North Shore Celtic Ensemble from North Vancouver. They will be performing music that draws inspiration from Celtic and folk music. are thankful that despite of the distance and the time zone difference, we are still connected to the Filipino-Canadian communities around Canada. Here are messages from PhilCan groups sharing what they are thankful for this Thanksgiving.
Greetings to all. On Thanksgiving, let us be thankful for all the blessings we have, grand or small, for what we are, and embrace whatever in store for the whole world for now and beyond the pandemic. Let's pray for the mercy and protection of our Lord God. I am Steve Pagaw, the President of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce, Toronto. Thank you and God bless everyone.
We are the Mantan family.
And we are grateful today, and we are very thankful that we have a good health and for all the blessings we have. And happy Thanksgiving from Summerside, PEI.
I'm very thankful for the good health of our family, for the air that we breathe, for the brand new day every day, amidst of the trials that we experienced last month for losing my grandmother and not able to go home, and even in the midst of the virus that engulfed us. I'm still thankful because we are still safe and alive. Stay safe, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving! I am thankful for God's grace for us here in Canada, for giving us our needs and giving us a good health always, especially for our son in the Philippines. I am thankful for His blessings always.
Hello! We are all thankful for the gift of life God has given us. This time of pandemic, we feel blessed because our family are together. We are all healthy and living the life that we love. We are also thankful for the government for their continued support to the people, most especially for their unending effort of making this country a better and safer place to live. We are grateful also that our family and friends way back home are all safe and healthy. And we are all thankful for everything that we have, and we thank God for that. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Philippines, for your beauty that we got to enjoy. Palawan, Boracay, Banawe, to name a few. Thank you, Philippines, for the values you have taught us. Mana po, opo, ano po mga paglilingkod ko sa inyo? Thank you, Philippines, for the culture and traditions that we got to practice. Simbang gabi, fiesta, bayanihan. Thank you, Philippines, for everything you have offered us. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ka, Pilipinas, mula sa Prince Edward Island.
And we are grateful for our Prince Edward Island Filipino community. We are celebrating Thanksgiving 2021 with hopes, a brighter tomorrow, and a purposeful future. Happy Thanksgiving!
Thank you, Lord God, for bringing me here in Canada. Mabuhay!
Maraming salamat po sa Filipino community in New Brunswick, especially po kay Miss Apple at Gina sa kay Kuya Roland. Natulungan niyo po kami mula nung nagka-COVID hanggang makakuha kami ng trabaho dito sa New Brunswick.
Sana po mas marami pa kayong matulungan mga Pilipino katulad namin nangangarap dito sa ng magandang maayos na buhay dito sa Canada. Salamat po!
Thank you.
Thank you, Canada, for bringing out the best in me.
Hi, my name is Gina Moreno from Filipino-Canadian Community of New Brunswick. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And I'm thankful to be here in the wonderful country called Canada and to serve to Filipino Canadian here in New Brunswick to help them out. Thank you so much.
Greetings from Nova Scotia. My name is Erlinda Yonite and I'm representing the Filipino Association of Nova Scotia to bring to you our best wishes during this Thanksgiving holiday. Our community here in Nova Scotia continues to grow with limited activities, but with the spirit of our tradition through bayanihan, samahan, and tulungan, we still continue our little bits of gathering with whatever number we're allowed to do. So with that, may we all receive the love and blessings not only this Thanksgiving but also throughout the coming year. Again, mabuhay sa lahat. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello, my name is Irvin Hildebrand. On behalf of the Vancouver Philippine Canada Trade Council, we wish everyone a joyful Thanksgiving. We are very thankful for the peace and harmony that we experience in an international setting here, where people from all over the world come to live. For our surroundings of snow-peaked mountains, expansive ocean, and lush forests. We are thankful for family and friends, and for the meaningful relationships that we can form, both here and around the world. That leads us to a special thank you for PCTC and for CamCham.
We are all longing for a good adventure, and for sure, after you watch these videos from Destination British Columbia and Explore Canada, you will have the urge to have a road trip across Canada. It would be a part of your bucket list. Enjoy this virtual tour of Canada.
Yeah, we spend most of our time down in the city working and living our lives and, hustling on the weekends to have little mini adventures. And the idea of coming up to Northwest BC and touring countryside that we've never been to and in communities that we've never been to really excited us. And we both wanted to come and connect with each other while exploring new parts of the province that we've never seen.
Coming to the Northwest, we were immersed in the raw beauty that surrounded us. Up here out of the city, we were pushed out of our daily comforts, but in that came a sense of truly feeling alive.
In some of the places we visited, I had to pinch myself, wondering whether it was real or not. It was so big and beautiful and remarkably untouched. Going into this trip, we were craving connection with one another. And I think after a few days on the road, that started to happen. And it happened because of the conversations we were having. It happened because of the people we were meeting or the lakes or rivers we were paddling through or visiting. And I think that we have experienced what we wanted to, and that was just to explore and adventure together in a way that we don't typically do so in the day-to-day at home.
Highway 37 is beyond beautiful, and we can't wait to come back because we only scratched the surface.
Thank you for coming to class. Please open to your PDF.
It's always been a dream of mine to see Canada from one coast to the other. With school being virtual, this was my chance to live something truly unforgettable. So I told everyone. Well, kind of. Then I called on my friend Guillaume to convince him to take a year off from school to experience Canada with me, and he said,
"Let's do it!"
Come and join it, get it started in this town.
Good morning, Ottawa! It is a great day to be alive because
we got plenty of time. That we got plenty of time. That we got plenty of time.
This is Bill, your captain speaking. Welcome to the Thousand Islands.
You don't know a thing about what this is like.
David copying in. I can't believe I'm actually in a helicopter right now.
I've always wanted to feel alive. Live in the moment, let the future arrive. I'm gonna tell the world the way it's going down. Let tomorrow be tomorrow, right here now. Won't let them bother me, I'm not gonna waste my time. Come and join it, get it started in this town. I'd rather be fun than what they say won't be safe and sound. There's time for that, but not now.
Toronto, we love you. So we're about to go down there. Woo! I still can't get over just how incredibly beautiful this place is.
It's just
breathtaking.
Literally.
So it's currently 6 a.m. in the Bruce Peninsula region. We just woke up early to catch the Chichimon ferry. And after driving for quite a while, we made it just in time to catch this beautiful sunset. We just finished exploring Ontario. What a crazy place, and this is only our first province. Next up, the province of Manitoba, the center and heart of Canada. So I'm currently on the train to Churchill. It's 2.5 days. So cute. Alright, so we're currently out here. It's a bit cloudy, but oh my god, there they are! To answer your question, Kelly, we just experienced the most magical moments in our lives in Canada's northern wonderland, and there is so much more to come in our next province, Saskatchewan.
Take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Your will is my law. I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again. The things you try are things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world.
We just made it to Alberta, back door to the Rockies. This is going to be a treat.
We are kings of the world, and anywhere it's homebound, we are kings of the world. And tonight,
after sharing some drinks, making some awesome friends, it was finally time to go to the Rockies.
homebound, we are kings of the world.
So we just made it to Jasper National Park. This park is absolutely massive. We've got mountains all around us.
Follow me away, 'cause we can't stay here.
Here's my friend. Here's my
nothing to fear. Can never be
place. Breathtaking. And live like in a canoe on the water. Yeah, you can do that.
I would love that.
Go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again.
Columbia Ice Field, baby!
The things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world.
Just no words.
Me, have no words. I have no words. This is...
And tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere it's homebound, we are kings of the world.
Wake up, Guillaume! It's time to go to BC! Ah!
We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere it's homebound, we are kings of the world.
So we just made it to the west coast of Canada, Vancouver, British Columbia. Our last destination. Do it. And there it was. 20 cities, 12 national parks, 5 provinces, 1 country, and plenty of incredible new friends. Each place and community with its own unique beauty. The adventure has only started, my friend.
The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go.
Aside from being an ate, Ate Chiki happens to be my financial advisor.
Kailangan ida-diversify niya yung kanyang investment, yung protection.
Wish ko talaga for everyone is to find their own Ate Chiki.
We hope you enjoyed our online celebration of Thanksgiving. Again, we wish you and your families a happy Thanksgiving. To close our program, here is a message from Mr. Julian Payne, President and CEO of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines.
Well, thank you all. That is our Thanksgiving show for 2021 for the second time online because of circumstances we cannot change. I would like to thank in particular the PhilCan associations who sent their greetings. We look forward to continuing to work with you as we have in the past year in the year ahead. I would like to thank our sponsors for today's event. You help us financially, but you also help us by showing your confidence in CanCham. And I'd like to just point out that our sponsors today have been very generous sponsors, not just today, but over the months and over the years behind us. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank our entertainers. You showed Canadians basically having fun, doing activities they like, and you have shown us the emerging talent that's coming out of amateur groups. Thank you, we enjoyed it immensely. I'd like to thank you for the tourist promotion films. Sometimes we forget how beautiful Canada is. And you have shown us, not only for tourists, but also for us expats here, what we are missing from home in terms of beauty. I would like to thank you all for watching. It is the watchers like you, of course, who we put on the show for, but also it's watchers like you who make the work in preparing this show so worthwhile and so fulfilling. Thank you so much. And last but not least, I'd like to thank CanCham staff. In this case, led by Abby Tizon, supported by Heidi de Pilar, who's looking into the technical side of things. And then there's Maria Gempasor, based in Davao. And lastly, not least, Carol Marcello and Jerry Agarin. Thank you, Canada, Canadian Chamber of Commerce's staff. You have put on a great show for us. Thank you so much. Have a happy Thanksgiving Day on Monday, which is the official day. Heureuse Action de Grâce. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.